Hey folks, let's spend a few minutes to go over some of the basic terms that are used in corporate world regarding virtualization. Very first thing is bare metal server. A bare metal server, whenever you hear this term, it means it's an actual physical server that's most likely racked in a data center that you could touch, and it has no operating system on it. Then the next one is the hypervisor. A hypervisor is the virtualization operating system that you could install on the bare metal server. It's most of the time, regardless which virtualization you're using, whether you're using Oracle, you're using Microsoft or VMware, all of those servers that actually the virtualization server that gets installed on bare metal, they are called hypervisor. And they are also referred to as host or virtual server. Now, I have seen a lot of people actually making a mistake of calling a virtual machine as a host, and I don't want you to make that mistake. Host is a server that actually hosts a virtual machine on top of it, and that is a client. So, virtual machine is a client, and host is a hypervisor. Moving on, the next one is virtual machine. That's what we're talking about. Often it is referred as VM, as in short, guest OS or instance or VM instance. These are the names that are used interchangeably in our corporate world. Then virtualization manager, it's a manager that actually manages your entire virtualization suite or entire virtualization infrastructure. In VMware, it is referred to as vCenter. In Oracle, it is referred to as OVM manager. Moving on, then there is a VDI that a lot of people talk about. It's a virtual desktop infrastructure. It is a tool, a software by VMware that is used to provide you a desktop, but not a real physical desktop, but a desktop that is virtual. Then P2E. So if you are somehow get into a project of data center migration, or someone asks you if you have done any P2E, what they're asking you is, have you ever actually transformed or converted a physical machine into a virtual machine? Now, that doesn't really mean literally that you have picked up a physical machine and somehow magically transformed it into a virtual. No, basically, what it is you taking off or taking out the operating system from that bare metal server and the application that's running on it, and you putting it on a virtual machine. V2V is virtual to virtual, but just like physical to virtual, but this one would be like from one platform of virtual environment to another platform of a virtual environment. VM template is used to actually create or spin off new virtual machine. It's like a standard of your company. You create a virtual machine, and it has operating system, all the applications, and you convert it into a template. So next time when you're building a new VM, you spin it off of that template. Then a snapshot, it's actually taking a snapshot of a virtual machine, and you could actually go back maybe a month or 2 months later if you have make a mistake. It's like a backup. It's not a real true backup. Clone or cloning, it's like you taking a replica of your existing virtual machine and making another virtual machine. I hope these are the few terms that have cleared up for you. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll see you in the next lecture.